How's it going, Rams? I'm James Hall, joined here by Cory Odom at Magnus Arena, where we're about to see the Rams take on the DU Pioneers for the last game of the season before the tournament. Cory, what are some things we need to look for in this matchup?
Well, a couple of awards came out recently, and the Rams got a lot of them. So first I want to start with Coach Hilbert, who got his third Mountain West Coach of the Year. So hats off to him, a well-deserved season. Now there's also 4 different Rams on the Mountain West All-Team. It was Kirsty Hilliard, Brianna Runnels, Polina Hogard-Jensen, and Katie Oleksak. Now, Katie Oleksak got herself another pretty prestigious award. Now, she got the 3rd straight Mountain West Player of the Year. That has never happened before in the history of the Mountain West. So, super impressive accomplishment for Katie Oleksak.
Absolutely, incredibly amazing that she was able to do that with her career. However, on the other side of the court is Lydia Portolo, who is the Summit Player of the Year, which means the competition isn't going to be no slough, so we're going to have to see how that goes between the 27 in a row winning Rams against a team that also has a very good player on their own with Portolo. Is there anything else you want to say to let these people know what to truly expect with this matchup?
Well, for this one, for me, it's going into the NCAA tournament, right? So there's really nothing to gain here from like a standings standpoint or anything like that. They're already guaranteed going to the tournament. So for me, this game's all about form. It's all about looking strong. So I expect to see CSU go out and play very hard because they're trying to get prepped for whoever they face in the NCAA tournament.
That's a fair point. Stay tuned for more as the game progresses on CTV 11 on YouTube. Welcome back, Rams. The Rams were able to take the first set against the Pioneers 25-19, being very aggressive on offense, taking advantage of miscues the Pioneers have put themselves. However, the Pioneers did make it close a couple times, bringing it into within 3 points on 3 different occasions. Stay tuned to see how this affects either team later on.
Crazy set with CSU down early and down for a long time. At one point they were down 7 points when the score was 12 for the Rams, 17 for the Pioneers. Able to battle back and get it tied 20-20, but they would end up falling to the Pioneers with a score of 25-23. Very close one. We're already going to the set 4 at least. We'll see how this goes.
Welcome back, Rams. The Rams returned to form during the third set against DU, winning by 14 points. Defense was phenomenal. A bunch of blocks by both Hillier and Oleksek. They really held down the defense on that one. Offensively, did just fine, winning by 14. Stay tuned to see if the Rams win the next set or if the Pioneers find a way to tie it up.
Set here in Denver. CSU started off slow again, just like the second set, but they battled back, tying it up at 6. They were able to then go up on a 6-point run, going up 12-6 early. And then it felt like they were going to be able to methodically close it out, but the Pioneers had different thoughts. They ended up tying up 20-20 all, and then it felt like it was anyone's game, going back and forth all the way into extra points. Sometimes it felt like CSU had it in the bag. Sometimes it felt like DU had in the bag, and it turned out like DU did have it, able to win this one 27-25. That means we're going to set 5. After 5 hard sets, this one really did seem like it came down to the wire. It started off with CSU on the backcourt, which they didn't win a single set of when they were playing in regulation. And it started like it was going to look like that again. Went down early, needed a timeout from Hilbert, and then as soon as Olivia Nicholson came up to serve, she brought it all the way back up to a tie again at 6-6. And then after that, they switched sides. What happened when they switched sides, James?
When they switched sides, CSU showed the offense that they know and we know they had. They came out. There were multiple kills by Brianna Reynolds. There was the final kill by Jessica Jackson, who had a day. 18 kills, 2 blocks, was a big part of this win, especially at the end, seeing as she was the one that got the final kill.
Yeah, no, it's always good to be the last one to touch the ball in regulation, because after today, it does go to the NCAA tournament.
That it does. Both teams are actually in the NCAA tournament. DU showing that CSU is going to struggle at times, especially on the road, so if they don't get to host one of the tournaments, which might be up in the air, could be a bit of a downfall for the CSU Rams. But the CSU Rams did what they usually do, battled back, and were able to come back to get the victory against DU despite how hard DU played.
Yeah, it would be really hard for them to get home field because they are ranked 24th in RPI. Do need to get up towards that 16 range, so it's gonna be tough. But I do think that this was the perfect game to end the season on because CSU hasn't been tested really in a long time. They haven't lost since the first week of the season almost. This is their 28th win in a row, and I think it's the perfect look going into the tournament where every team is going to be at least that good.
At least that good. And again, it shows that CSU has a lot more fight in them than I think a lot of fans thought at the beginning because of the fact that they weren't being tested by the other teams that were playing. They came here, realized that DU is a better team than I think a lot of people thought going into this match up with the winning streak that the Rams had. But DU put up a heck of a fight, and the Rams showed that they can do the same.
Yeah, if you want to catch some live play-by-play of the NCAA tournament, no matter where it is, make sure to tune into 90.5 KCSU Fort Collins. But here from CTV 11, that's all we got, so keep it locked.